Consultant's job is not to give the answers. If a consultant does that, the organization becomes dependent on the consultant.
How can you accelerate the transfer? One, how can you make it sustainable?
Is an organization ready to submit the daily report? It's just a discipline issue. I build it for them, I give it back to them.
This is quite a learning personally for me as a
Okay.
consultant.
Ask them for the outcome, direct them to find out the answers. Am I making money for my company? I am nobody when it comes to his charges.
Okay.
I'm not even.
You earlier were an employee. Now you are a full-time consultant.
Yes.
Has there been a change in the way you ask questions?
Yeah, I'll answer this question a little differently. From a director of a company, yes, I used to ask a lot of questions. Right now, I don't ask questions.
Okay.
I'm more directional. There are directional questions. Now, what is directional? It's directional. You should not misunderstand that I'm going to go and tell them this is the way to do it, or my way or highway. That doesn't never work with people. So what I do is, somebody is doing a campaign, bringing the result. I will ask them, is this the best outcome you can bring? Right? What could have been the best outcome? What could have gone wrong? Is the messaging that gone wrong, or the graphic that's gone wrong? It's more of asking a question to make them think.
Okay.
So direct them to think, not a question to think. Direct them to think. That's the consultant job.
Okay.
The consultant job, most people mistake. Oh, I have a framework. This is how you should work. I did it in the earlier days. That's a huge mistake. People normally don't take it. Right? A consultant any day is a person who is an external person. He's not part of the organization. He's always considered to be external as well. In fact, I used to say that, the first to sack is the consultant. It's easiest person to sack is a consultant.
Okay.
Right? So founders take that way a lot. So you need to be directing them towards success. So you don't have to actually ask a question. Did you do this right? Why did you do it? Did you not do it like that? Ask them for the outcome. Direct them to find out the answers.
You direct them to find answers.
Find answers, number one. There are two kinds of attitudes you will see. Somebody will come and say, oh, this is the best outcome. Nobody can do better than this. Is not the right kind of attitude for a person to have. So if somebody from your team comes and says that, oh, I did this ad, this is the conversion, this could be the CAC, right? And this is it. It cannot be made better.
Okay.
If somebody says that, you have a person with a bad attitude.
Okay. It's hard to collaborate further to create
Hard
value.
to collaborate. You need to soften them up, make them understand the reality. But that's a little hard to do. So I keep trying. Until I have a Lakshman Rekha where I give up. But until then, I keep trying. I keep pushing. Samadhana Beda Dandam. Right? I go to till Dandam and then I call it a day and I say, okay, I cannot work with this person. But until then, I give them the opportunity. I try to change them. So to answer your question, do I ask questions? No. Do I put orders? No. I ask direction. I give them a direction to think.
In fact, you are planting questions
In their mind.
Okay. So that they find their own answers.
They have to find their own answers. A consultant's job is not to give the answers. If a consultant does that, the organization becomes dependent on the consultant. A consultant's job is B.O.T. Build, operate, transfer, come out. That's what I believe.
Can you repeat that?
So for example, right?
Build, the
build,
term,
operate, transfer.
Build, operate, transfer. B.O.T.
Build the process.
Okay.
Operate the process. Okay. Transfer the process. Build the aptitude, correct attitude in the people. Operate the attitude, transfer the attitude.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting.
Right? I don't own any intellectual property of any client. I build it for them. I give it back to them. If a consultant thinks If a consultant thinks the company has to be dependent on me, then the wrong consultant, right? I'm building a process for the organization. I have to give it back to them. And I should build the capability so that they can operate. They should never be dependent on the consultant beyond a point of time.
Okay. This is quite a learning personally for me as a
Okay,
consultant.
right.
You use that bot,
But
build,
operate,
operate,
transfer.
transfer. Very interesting. We were discussing about the mindset thing, right? Mindset.
Right.
Can you explain what is the right mindset that enables collaboration? One. Second, what accelerates a transfer? There is a B.O.T that you mentioned, right? The word transfer. What accelerates a transfer? Uh,
Okay, I take it as two different questions.
yes.
Mindset. The only mindset is in marketing and sales. The only mindset is, am I making money for my company?
Am I making money for my company? Okay.
Right? My company is paying X amount of salary to me. How much Y am I giving back in marketing and sales?
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing else. Everything else, if I come, oh, right attitude people, this person has a bad attitude and all that. Let him have bad attitude. I will put up with bad attitude. I mean, I should not be saying this out in public, but then there will always be a bad attitude guy, but doing 3x, 4x, and the best performer. I will put up with it. See, organizations work on money, boss.
Hmm.
If I say anything else, I mean, you tell me, right? Everything is right in an organization. There's no revenue. Where is the organization?
Okay. Got it.
Where is the organization without money?
Yeah.
So
Without
the
money, nothing.
mindset is money mindset in sales and marketing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best attitude one should bring it to the sales and marketing teams, right? But when it comes to collaboration, that is more of personal. Am I contributing to my peers' learning?
Mm-hmm.
That is more of individual. Some may do, some may not do. But that is also the responsibility of the organization to build the culture. Mold team members to help peers, mold team members to be more collaborative, understanding, and all that.
Okay.
There was a second part of the question.
Yeah. The second part of the question is a consultant part.
Right.
See, you mentioned the bot, B.O.T. Anytime a consultant enters a business, the transfer state is where the sustainability of the practices they put in actually happens. The transfer, the last state.
Yes.
How can you accelerate the transfer? One, how can you make it sustainable?
See, that's a very, very good question. There are phases.
Okay.
Right? You identify the gaps. You fill the gaps. You make sure how to identify the gaps. There are methodologies you identify the gaps in an organization. Say some companies doing marketing. Are they doing it right? What are the gaps they have? We identify the gap. We fix the gap. After fixing the gap, there is a process you build for this, right? It's very simple. Is there discipline in the organization to follow the process?
Discipline in the organization. Okay.
To follow the process.
Okay.
Right? I'll give you simple examples.
Hmm.
Daily report. Is an organization ready to submit the daily report? It's just a discipline issue. But it has very serious implication on the outcome of the organization. I'll give you a best example here, or many examples. In many sales organizations, within an organization, they will do meetings. That meeting will be like, oh, what happened to that account? What happened to this account? What did you do with that? What did you do with that? Let's close the meeting and leave. But you know what? I implant the money mindset into every sales employee. That's it I do. That's what I do.
Amazing.
How I do it is very, very simple.
Okay.
What was your orders yesterday? How much money you brought until yesterday? MTD.
MD.
Month till date.
Okay.
Today is what?
Okay.
What is the date today?
Today is probably
20th? 20th. So today is 20th. I will implant in every employee's mind until 20th, I've made 10 lakhs sales. I should have done 30 lakhs. See, We all think we work with conscious minds. We don't work with conscious minds. We work with subconscious and unconscious mind. So I try to implant that into their subconscious mind that they should have achieved 30 lakhs. They are on 10 lakhs on a 20th. How do you do this? With a daily report. In a daily report, I ask them to write how much did they do until that date in a month.
Okay.
You clearly write that. At some point, it keeps striking your mind. No, I have not done it. I have not done it. And brain has a superpower. When you tell your brain that, no, you have not done it, the brain plans to do it. The brain starts working. Subconsciously, unconsciously, it will start working. If somebody's brain is not working towards that, then they are intentionally not interested to bring it.
Okay.
You got my point?
They are
right?
not accountable.
Not accountable. It's basically they lost interest.
Yes.
They don't have interest. If they have the skill set, if some employee has got the skill set and they are not achieving their numbers, then that's an attitude issue. Either they don't like you and your company,
Or
or
they are simply
they're just lazy, right? So that's how I do it. So the acceleration of the transfer, I'll come to that question. How do I hand over it to a company? I see if they follow the process properly for a period of time. And is it bringing outcome? The day it hits the outcome stage, I'll tell the founder or whoever is responsible, see, it is the time you can take over and run this practice yourself.
Okay. Then I have a different question here. See, there is something called as principal agent problem.
Okay.
If I am selling if I am doing a service, I will sell the service in such a way that I am getting benefited long term with
Right.
it. Okay. As a consultant, successful consultant, how do you avoid that thing? Because everyone wants to extend the what do you call it? The engagement. How do you balance that?
Okay. First, you said successful consultant. I don't consider myself as a successful consultant.
Okay.
Again, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
In Bangalore, I met a consultant. I asked him, how much are you charging your clients? He said, I charge 2 crores a year.
Okay.
I am nobody when it comes to his charges.
Okay.
I'm not even 10% of what he charges.
Okay.
So I consider him as a successful consultant, right?
Okay.
So I'm working on it and I'm trying to get there. That's that aside. What is your question again?
The question is, see, you mentioned the framework build, operate, and transfer. The transfer state, I recently spoke to a friend of mine who told me that the common trap consultants fall into is they try to work like an employee, or they try to extend the engagement so that they get benefit.
Yeah.
So how do you handle this whole situation actually?
See, I have a principle that I want to get out of an organization as soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
Right?
Okay.
If I want to extend, I also have to thrive and make money and all that. I don't keep their problem as it is and keep extending the relationship. I solve the problem. I take a bigger challenge. For example, if a company comes to me at 30 crores, I want to make them 50 crores. I made them 50 crores.
Okay.
I will tell the founder, now let us work on 100 crores. Are you ready to keep me on the engagement? He will say yes. I don't try to keep the 30 crore problem, and I keep on working on that problem, extending the problem.
You increase the size of the pie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I go to a different problem. See, the challenge in growing an organization to 30 crores is different. And the challenges to grow an organization to grow to 100 crores is very different. In fact, 1,000 crore is very, very different. So the organization will have challenges. You go to Tata, you go to Reliance, you go to Adani, you go to any organization, they will have challenges to grow.
Okay.
So the challenges are abundant.
That's a
Challenges are abundant.
So challenges are abundant, opportunities are also
opportunities are abundant for a consultant. But again, to answer your question, I don't try to not solve the problem and exist there. I try to solve the problem take up a bigger challenge.
Interesting, very interesting.
Right.
Yeah. Mani, out of your whole consulting journey, what's the best client you ever had? And why are they best?
I'll answer the second part first.
Okay.
Who is a best client? What characteristics define as a best client? Two things. I'm a marketing, sales, branding consultant. I consult for the revenue growth, your top line of the business. To me, who is the best client? Just two things: prioritization and depth.
Okay.
Yesterday, I wrote about it on my LinkedIn.
Okay.
Prioritization and depth. They should prioritize marketing and they should prioritize sales. That's number one requirement. You might ask me a question: what is this, Maran? Isn't that basic? See, normally people hire a consultant and think that the consultant will do a magic. He comes in, I paid him, he will solve all the problems. No. Unless it is a priority in the organization to scale their marketing and sales, and unless the C-level, C-suite guys and the founder take that as a mandate and bring that in, not in marketing's mind, marketer's mind, in every department of the organization should think marketing and sales is a priority in this organization. First, it should become a priority to the founder himself. See, most of the founders I find solving a lot of world problems. Like, oh, I don't have money to scale. I want to buy a machine. I need 3 crores. I need to go to the bank, yada, yada, yada. Complaints and innovation. I see a lot of people, I want to build the best product. And they just say that, oh, I built the best product in the world. Now people will flock me and buy and nothing happens. I'll tell you, all the products in this world that we have right now, there has been a best product, but that didn't come out because they didn't do proper marketing and sales.
If you cannot take it to the market, useless.
Nothing, no, useless. There could have been a best camera, the bestest podcast mic, and bestest everything. We wouldn't have seen it because they didn't market it or sell it properly. What we see may not be the best, but why we see is because it is marketed and sold. The founder should have a percentage of his time and mind space should be allocated for marketing and sales. They seemingly say, they tell us, oh, marketing is important, marketing sales is important, but they give the least priority. If they do that, that's a mistake. Number two is depth. Now, when I say depth, you should not misunderstand. A founder should go and read a marketing book or go to a marketing class and how to put hashtags, how to run a campaign, what is paid marketing, how to run. No, that's not the depth. The depth in analyzing the data, the depth in understanding their product market fit. What is my product? Who buys my product? There are some imagined, the customer will, the clients will think, companies will think, this is the person that should buy my product, but they will not be buying the product. Why? So such depth is very, very important. When they sit in a marketing meeting, they should have the depth in understanding what the marketer says, depth in analyzing the data. Data analyzing is simple. It's not complex, right? It's how much money did you spend yesterday? Okay, I spent 10,000 rupees on Instagram, right? How many people visited my website? It's a simple question. How many people filled the form? It's a simple question. Why did they not fill the form? What happened in between? So they should have the depth in asking questions and understanding. They should have the patience to have the depth. So prioritization and depth, if that is not there in a client, that's a bad client to work with.
Oh, very interesting. Prioritization and depth.
Depth.
Okay.
I'm working with one such client right now. Two such clients. Most of my clients, they wouldn't be my clients if they, because I walk away from my clients.
Okay.
Right? Most of the time these days. Before I thought I'll change the world. I can change the world. Now I don't think I can change the world. I can change the world that is prepared to change. So I thought I will change every company and I will make every company 100 crore and 1,000 crore. I now realize that no, I cannot do that unless they are ready for that change. They understand what is change and adopt to it, adapt it. We cannot change them. So I have my clients, I should say, uh, all of them are ready and they're ready to adapt for the change and all that. They have the mindset, but there are particularly two clients, they involve themselves, they prioritize themselves, they have the depth. In fact, one of them, I'm a fractional CMO. He's the actual CMO of the company.
Okay.
And he does not belong to the old guards. He's a very young CMO. And he's given me the space to operate. So he prioritizes, he thinks through the depth, he involves himself. So yes, yeah, I have some clients like that.
Okay. So prioritization and
Depth.
depth. How should a founder filter a consultant and engage them?
How should a founder filter a consultant and engage them? Okay, there is no one method to it.
Okay.
If you read something in a rule book and apply it, you will still fail.
Okay.
Okay. This is something that you may not know by just talking to the consultant or getting a reference, right? The best consultant everybody recommended may not work for your company.
Or may not work for your company.
Your company.
Okay.
That's not because the consultant is wrong. Maybe you couldn't adapt with the consultant. So the right way is engage them for a period, see if there is a match, continue. Do not engage for like 1 year immediately. But 3 months should be a good time. In 1 month, you can't understand anything.
Okay.
Right. But I have a practice, right? I do something called as an audit and a strategy. It's a 30-day exercise.
Can you explain that? Audit
and strategy.
Okay.
All right. So I go to an organization. I'm talking to them. If they are ready, I will tell them, let's try to get into a consulting. If they are not ready, I will tell them, hey, why don't you take my audit and strategy?
Okay.
I will do a 30 to 45 days audit and strategy based on the size of the company. Some companies will finish it in 20 days. Some companies it takes 30 days. Some companies it takes 40. An audit and strategy is an exercise for me to understand how the organization's RevOps team, which is marketing, sales, and bagging, RevOps team is actually set up. Okay. And that is the period I will understand the founder's attitude and aptitude and everything towards sales and marketing. After the 30, 40 days, I will sit with him and tell, boss, I want you to change your approach in this places. Are you ready to change your approach? Change your thinking? He says, yes, I will be a consultant to him. If not, he takes away my audit and strategy, which is very, very valid for the next 1 year. He just have to follow that, fill those gaps, follow the strategy. His company will be successful. Whether he wants me to be the consultant doing that job depends on whether he is ready to change himself.
Okay. Interesting.
If he is ready to change himself, if he says, yes, Maran, I'll bring all these changes in me, in my organization, culture and all that, then I will say, yes, I'm ready to be a consultant. If not, he takes away a fantastic audit and strategy with him. So this is my go-to approach.
Okay.
Right? For a company, they can choose something like this. They can ask the consultant to come and do a periodical exercise, not a fixed exercise, and then see how it grows. If there is a match, they're able to do. See, I see a lot of excitement in companies while engaging the consultant.
Okay.
The consultant is engaged. I have a client. I'm going to do miracles, and it will die down in the first month, second month, third month. It'll be like, oh, why did I do this mistake? Right? Why did I do this mistake? The consultant will think, why did I even get into this client? The client will think, why did I even hire this guy? He seems to be an idiot. He's not an idiot. He knows things, but it just didn't work between you and him. So this should be an open conversation as well. Most of the time, see, I don't know. I should be using this word or not. I see some people come with founder's ego to a consultant.
Okay.
If you have that founder ego, right? You have I'm the CEO ego, CFO ego, I'm the CMO ego. That doesn't work when you hire a consultant. You should think that this is my doctor. He gives the prescription. You don't go and Google it. You better heat it. If you go and Google the prescription, you'll get more confused.
Mm.
Right?
Then my question, I want to pause here.
Huh.
My question is, how do you know this doctor is really a good doctor?
Again, right? The best doctors also do wrong operations.
Yeah.
Right? You talk to them. Again, you talk to them. You go to them. You see. You give them an opportunity to come to your place. You sit and talk. I mean, 3, 4, and see one more thing. I will ask. To some clients, I do a presentation where I invest a lot of time, even before they pay me, and do a presentation to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a mini audit and I'll present it to them just to check if they are ready to understand the gaps and adopt it. So I will evaluate the client whether he is open or not by doing a mini audit. You should also do it. Can you do a mini audit and give me? Is the consultant ready to do it? Does the consultant should not come and say, oh, I know everything. I will be able to change your company. I've worked with hundreds of your companies. No, that's not the right way of doing it. The consultant should invest time, 1 meeting, 2 meeting, 3 meetings, understand the company and talk about specific gaps of the organization. In your organization, when you spoke, I found this could be your problem. In your organization, when you sent that Excel spreadsheet, I found this is the gap.
Okay.
Or one more thing, I'm sorry to, if you're trying to change your sales team, productivity of your sales team, you want a conversion rate to be improved. You know what I will ask? I will simply ask, send me 5 sales calls recorded. Then I will give them a gap analysis. That is a way to do it. Send your consultant that, and if the consultant is doing a good job, hire him. If the consultant is not ready to do that small analysis for you, then that itself is a red flag, I feel.
Very interesting. You use a thing when you the interaction with the founder. In the case that you mentioned, this is the problem. In the Y case, this is the problem. You mentioned that. I use the word context here. So, do you think the consultant who provides context-based solution is a good signal to hire? Context-based
What do you mean by context?
context. So, you can say like, I will fix these problems, X, Y problems, all this in 3 months. This is one way a consultant might sell it. The other is, given the information that you have shared with me, I see that these are the possible problems. But if you give me more context, the root cause could be something else.
Oh yeah, that's a fantastic question. See, most people think this is the problem.
Okay.
Actually, that wouldn't be the problem.
Okay. Any example?
I'll give you an example.
Okay.
A very classic example. I went to a company. They said, see, every founder or every C-level guy, when he comes, oh, my revenue has to increase. They have a very one-liner that my sales is not working properly. In fact, he went to the extent of saying, sack my entire team, find out a new team.
Okay.
I said, listen, I want to see if they are bad. If you call them bad, I want to see how bad they are. So I have a mechanism to grade people. Okay. So I use the mechanism. I went into the company. Because he planted that in my mind, right? My salespeople are bad. I also will think I'm a human being. These guys are bad. These guys are bad. Actually, you know what happened after 2 months? They are the best salespeople he can ever hire in his organization. You know who's bad?
The boss.
The boss is the bad.
Okay.
The boss is bad. You know how the boss is bad? He has given not just sales to them. He has given service to them. He has given customer service to them. He has not given the process to sell. He has not trained them. What is training? They don't have a CRM. They're not adapting to a proper CRM. They don't have account intelligence. They've not thought about account. What is account intelligence? I'll give you a simple this thing. There is an inquiry coming. The potential of selling is 1 crore to that client. This guy is selling only 5 lakhs. Why? Because he's not trained to identify the potential. He's just sitting there. There is a product 5 lakhs. I will sell it to the client. But the client is worth 1 crore of purchase. So I went and told the boss, you told me to change the sales team. I will change everything else except the sales team.
Okay.
And in reality,
Okay.
I changed everything around the sales team. And the 4th or 5th month, all the good performers, obviously we had to send out 2-3 people, all the good performers, they were doing 10 lakhs per month sales in their business. They started doing 30 lakhs. It took 6 to 7 months for us to do that. But they did 30 lakhs. And they felt very comfortable because lot of pain they were going through has been taken out of their hands. See, organizations think a sales guy has to do everything. Most organizations do that mistake. I'll tell you, most organizations do not know even to name their teams properly. They will call it a marketing team. They will not be doing marketing. They will be doing sales. They will call it a sales team. They will be doing marketing. This is a problem with traditional. I'm not complaining. I'm talking about reality. I'm talking about reality.
Yeah. I want to tie it back to the insight. The insight is the more context we get, the more reality surfaces.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the framework may change company to company because the context what you see on the surface, when you go in depth, the context might itself change.
Yes.